Hello, beautiful Taurus. Welcome to your reading. We're going to pull some symbols first. This is going to be about blessings coming your way. And then I have some channeled messages, some shapes and signs for you. Then we're going to jump into your tarot. And if you're new here, welcome to the Golden Palace. This is Divine Light. And I do these readings every week. And if you go on to see more of these, go ahead, hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. And also don't forget to comment down below which part of this you enjoyed the most. What happens here? The Golden Palace reminds me, I don't know if you're a fan of Sherlock Holmes, which I am. Wow, look at this compass looking so amazing. The frog seems like looking for a way so he can jump into the future. You're right here, Taurus. So what happens here is in the Sherlock Holmes, there is in the modern version where Benedict Cumberbatch is playing, he deals with a person that talks about his mind palace, Golden Palace, and they keep all the information, which Sherlock Holmes is the same, in his mind, and he stores all the information that is necessary in his endeavors, in his mind. That's his Golden Palace. And he states there he doesn't need any information, any knowledge, anything in there. It's not going to be useful for him, which includes bad, sad memories, okay? So I feel like here, this is your Golden Palace calling you to actually keep it golden, keep it pristine. Do not let anything negative enter into it, because it seems like this is going to help you find that true north, your direction that your heart wants to go. What I have as channeled message is a little strange for you, because I started with these horns and I was wondering, what is this? I'm like sketching these. Why do you have the horns? What do they do for you? And then this person, this king, this male masculine figure with a crown popped in my head. It's a divine masculine here. That's what your horns actually represent. It doesn't mean you have to be divine masculine or a male figure. It can be you using that power of fire and taking action, basically breaking the wall, okay? And some of you need to, king without a crown, or maybe with a crooked crown. And I said like a crooked crown and a cracked crown, okay? Energy is leaking. That's what it is. And this crown actually I drew, I don't know if these are like chains and stuff came to me. This is kind of like a ruby and emeralds. I said like emeralds versus ruby, heart and green, or root and red. The thing is, in order for you to take the right action, first of all, you need to really align this heart chakra and root chakra. So what you're getting from the earth needs to be aligned with what your heart is desiring. So the energy is leaking, the crown is crooked, so you're probably giving away your power by initially letting in your Golden Palace the thoughts and ideas. I don't know if you can see the nose and the mouth here of certain person, or it kind of looks like a dog here too. So this requires your loyalty, this palace, and not let anyone else who is going to make it dirty, their ideas or the things around you to enter into it. That actually causes your crown to be cracked. The crown is your authority. We have a magic stream here. This is like an abundant resource appearing for you. Emerald green is the green earth, something there's green earth here too coming forward. And what I feel with this energy, this is actually a creation, okay? It is a manifestation that is coming forward with the magic stream. We have a commitment here, and right before I turn on your video, I was keep like looking at this lock. I'm like, is this the right angle? Should I put it like this and that? I was thinking about it, and now we have here a star locket. Star is a wish fulfillment, and commitment can be a contract. A social contract maybe, or a legal contract, or a spiritual contract. Either way, this is something you want. And 18 and 36 is just a double amount. It seems like here the magic stream will be doubling with this commitment. It can be abundant resources, love, um, that stream actually coming into your life and changing the course of things. And it seems like it's doubling with a commitment. What else we have here? We have the heart locket here too. Both needs balance, your heart and your root chakra, especially. That's when you feel balanced, worthy, loved, and that's it. Power resides the heart healing and grounding. So if you're really busy or involved with electronic stuff all the time, it might be the time for you see the magic stream flowing, start to wash those things out of your way, out of your life. Some of you have a pathway here. There's a fish waiting for you in the beginning of the pathway. So the pathway might be pulling you through maybe material stuff. Maybe this is something that an endeavor. You're going to start making money. And then it is going to turn into like a big splash, which is your enjoyment, your freedom, maybe the opportunity to experience new adventures, taste new stuff, and there's even second one here, and create this kind of looks like a pear-shaped diamond or emerald. I see. It is starting with like a contract with a commitment. I thought the commitment will come after the magic stream, but it seems like there's one right here forming already. I have a duck right there. Duck can symbolize someone who is maternal, motherly, protective of you, your energy, and they're showing up first. Maybe they're offering you a contract or bringing a contract or idea that you pursue. Phone lines connecting you with that future. Okay, meaning I told you the masculine energy is going to be necessary here. Masculine means taking action. Okay. The action is aligned action. I mean, it's not a forceful action. It's not about knocking the door down. It's like knocking on the door, okay? And I see there's someone smiling here. Head is covered. Head can be like hoodie that you're wearing. Covering the hair is especially important if there's an environment you're stepping in and you have a lot of people want a piece of you. Because our hair is also a way that we receive vibrations and energy. And that's why this is important to cover your energy, guys. It's not maybe an environment that you should be spilling all the beans, all the things, all the tea that you know. You're smiling here. You might be finding yourself in a work environment, in a stable environment that you will feel prosperity. And also you're going to maybe want to have some fun, and your artistic expression even can include like sharing yourself a little too much. Which Taurus, you don't tend to do those kind of things, but it seems like you're going to feel really comfortable in this new environment. Because I see in your head, maybe, like I said, you might be sharing your creative ideas so freely because the environment will allow that. The Golden Palace, keep it pristine. Also, keep the doors under control. Do not really allow everything come in and go, because it seems like the compass leading you towards the leap, the magic stream, and the commitment showed up the last, but I feel here commitment can be throughout this journey. We're looking at the blessings coming your way, by the way. And I see here in the desert, there are like maybe even 4. I saw the first 2 first, like 1, 2, 3 people. There's a 4th person here too. It kind of reminds me of like the people like actually creating a circle around the Stonehenge, and there's like a tree of life here. It can be a shamanic journey for some of you, you know, like in spiritually through meditation, you can have journeys to the upper world, middle world, and or the underworld here. But I feel this can be even the middle world, which is the planet Earth that we're on right now. You might be forming group of people, bringing group of people together, or maybe there is a group already formed and you are a part of the band here. You're becoming a part of the band, and you're maybe even being circled, like put in a really protective, beautiful bubble right here, which your energy is feeding this tree of life, tree of growth. I see a letter E and Z. Ezra might be a name. It can be in someone's first name or the last name, or it can be in the name of somewhere that you want to travel. Zambia. I mean, it's very specific, but maybe there is something, a message there waiting for you. When I hear this kind of names of countries, I usually recommend look into the historical background, and also there are lores and stories and fables from this kind of countries, like this, the names of the country pop up, can be related to your situation right now. Something that you need to hear right now can be coming from that place. What happens here is, I told you the stream of like abundance, magic stream coming into your life, and above it, we have a warrior riding an elephant here. The elephant has something here. In the elephant's mouth, there exists kind of looks like a sickle or maybe a feeding tray right there. Something is like I feel like this elephant is something self-sustaining. A person or an endeavor. It can be a resource. You can see the mouth of the elephant right there. It can be even like grabbing logs. I don't know if I've seen it anywhere that elephants can actually grab logs and just like make a wall. This is something maybe building a future stream of wealth for you. Another thing I see, there is a woman standing, she's carrying a bucket in her hand. Kind of looks like a square bag. Either way, though, the bag is something you can fill up with the resources, the money, and the goodies that are coming your way. And it can be also something you already filled up and carrying towards the elephant, which is going to be something for the long term that needs feeding right now. Either way, it is a good omen. Both of them are good omens that the elephant symbolizes long-term stability. The women taking care of it indicates that what you are taking care of will grow and bear fruit. Another thing I see here, there's a man, his mouth is covered. This can be a person you should pay attention to initially. Because a mouth is covered, can be maybe something someone is holding, something's back from you. And now that is important to know about your golden palace, because in your mental palace, you have information stored in there. So you can sense when someone's being quiet, if they are actually in their own mind and their thoughts are keeping them busy, or are they contemplating something or planning to do something against you. Okay, so it's a fine line there to differentiate, and I feel like you will actually find that what that is. I see kind of here, these looks like a little pods and peas. Can be also Jack and the Beanstalk, which I mentioned, I think, in Virgo's reading. Oh, no, not that. Anyways, the 3 pentacles right there that I'm seeing can be also partnership that you need to form eventually to get the truth out. Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question, a desire, and intention, hold it in your mind. Or you see someone here reaching out with kind of like a shuttle. It looks like a shuttle, any type of shuttle, by the way. You see the shuttle weaving. I started learning the shuttle weaving, is that what's called? And it kind of looks like a shuttle that actually does the fabric weaving as well. And I see the person's reaching out to you with a shuttle right here to maybe start weaving the webs together. I see there is actually your desire. If you have a specific desire, intention, or question, I was going to ask you to hold it in your mind. But I feel like here's for some of you, you already had a question in your mind before you turn on this video, and that wants to come to you, speak to you, which is coming forward really fast, it seems. I see a crescent moon here. And I told you there's a shuttle. Something is weaving the web of destiny. Something that you are desiring is actually getting weaved right now. You might not see, it might be underwater. You might not see that product right away. You might have a little time. It seems like, though, it is forming, and the crescent moon is a victory, okay, over that web that the destiny is weaving for you. The compass directs you towards your true north. Let's see which way. It is showing the Aquarius, guys. Aquarius is also the water flow. It's the creativity. And also, Aquarius tend to have this kind of social awareness of what's happening around them. And this might be also during this time important for you to become socially aware of the events happening around you that might really give you a hint or inspiration about the direction you should be going. Okay, I'm gonna dive into your tarot now. So we're gonna see, I saw already Ace of Pentacles and the Emperor on the bottom. Seems like some of you might be stepping into a new financial era or material era that you're going to either make more or what you make is going to expand, which both of them are important things, okay? Because what happens is the Star, the Chariot, okay, they want to all come forward, so we're going to focus on them. So, and something wants to come forward here. The Star, I told you, the Aquarius energy. And Eight of Swords, why? Okay. I read today somewhere that Two of Cups is more of a lover's situation than compared to the Lovers. But let's see what's happening for you here. Stars, wish fulfillment, inspiration, hope, and divine wisdom. Seems like here your true north of the compass is already guiding you towards a direction. It can be a forceful direction. This is the second star in your reading. The third one is on top of his head. So, and the fourth one's right there. Your heart is guiding you towards a certain direction. This can be a place that you want to go, a person you want to be with, someone that you want to call, something you want to research or invest in, which Ace of Pentacles can also indicate new knowledge, bringing in new knowledge into your life, okay? And with the Chariot's energy, I feel here, the shuttle weaving, okay? So you need to start weaving the web and forward momentum, overcoming obstacles, focusing on what you can do, okay? Because your energy is really powerful. We're heading towards, we have still some time, Taurus, but we're heading towards your birthday. And when that time happens, I feel like all the signs, they become much more powerful during their time of the year. So that is going to bring forward momentum. During that timeline, please do not miss it because there's going to be opportunities presenting themselves to you. They might be subtle. They might not be obvious right in front of you. They might be subtle, but the celebration of them is going to be massive. Okay, there's going to be fireworks, victory, recognition, validation. It's going to be really big for some of you. But the thing is, after the fact, what can happen is feeling trapped and powerless can be the feeling. This is the feeling, or because you don't see what's around you, you might actually experience this too. Okay? Like feeling trapped in a place. For some of you, this can be a relationship. For some of you, this can be about money, investment, moving to a new place, and then celebrating it fully, but then realizing maybe you have to be there for next 2 years or a full year, or finding a new job. It can be something like that. Either way, though, if you can actually pass through this trapped feeling, which we see her, she's actually loosely tied by these ties, and she can actually grab one of these swords or cut those ties right away. When you manage to do that, when you're committed to doing that, your heart's desire coming forward here. This can be love, romance, and maybe finding someone really compatible with you who will really bring about that king out of you, which I saw the king in the crown, which was really prominent with your channeled messaging. So it seems like this relationship, this can be with anything your heart is desiring, by the way. It can be even health. It can be even choices that you will make. Will put you on the throne of the King of Pentacles, which where you belong. This is your energy. This is wealth. This is stability. This is confidence that you will be okay, being reliable, and also like feeling confident. It doesn't really say confident here, but the Emperor has that confident energy, which we saw his vibe. I feel like he's confident and he knows that no matter what life throws at him, it's always working out for him. The star comes with the Three of Wands. Your desire, Taurus, even though I think you're fixed sign, you don't maybe like to travel too much with an excitement or adventure, but it seems like you're setting up to a new adventure. That's your wish fulfillment. For some of you, that's your change is what you're desiring, it seems. We have Three of Pentacles. I saw Three of Pentacles in your cup. Some of you, when you follow that star, it is leading you towards a new adventure, something that you can trust at the same time, which is going to maybe help you take charge of a situation. But when you take that charge, that when you are sitting on that throne, you don't have to do it by yourself. You can call upon those you trust and start to form that partnership with them. And through that partnership, that friendship, that support group, you're going to manage to have the victory that you're going after, okay? That victory comes with Knight of Cups. This can be getting an offer. This can be after you receive your heart's desire, after your success in the endeavor. You might even get something in return. It can be even, for some of you, maybe you're working on your own self with like a friend group or a therapy group, and it can end up bringing you to a place that you will feel so confident and you will love yourself so much, which towards you tend to do that. But if you're not showing that love to yourself, you might start to materialize it, which will bring a really fulfilling offer. I want to see what this is. I feel like this is someone from the past, the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. You might feel like that's the only thing you deserve. That's why when something better comes in, something more compassionate comes in, you might have a hard time to accept it. Or this can be the victory coming with an offer and something might be tying your hands, another authority, maybe another contract, commitment that you have might be tying your hands to take new action here. Well, you can do the Emperor. Yeah, you need to take, okay. The thing is, your heart is going to lead you towards in the right direction, right action, and it's going to show you what you need to do. But the thing is here, important thing is making this decision as the Emperor, as someone who leads. And afterwards, you're going to sit on the throne as the King of Pentacles. You're going to give it a weight. Hangman is not a bad thing. Hangman means, okay, I made this decision. Now I'm going to see the results, how the things are going to play out. And then afterwards, I'm going to do something. And what's that? We have Six of Pentacles. If this is something you need that needs to be taken care of, it seems like it's magically being taken care of. And another thing here, while you're waiting, your desire, your wish will be fulfilled. If this is something material you want to receive, you will receive that. But the thing is, in the meantime, you might also have to do some charity to really give out to the universe that you're ready to receive. That's why, like, you have plenty of everything you desire. When you're giving something, that gives you that feeling, okay? Let's see what else we have for you. The Marten and the Foxglove. Mischief. I wonder why you have that. 24. As soon as I opened the book, it just showed up. Okay, do I embrace spontaneity, which is aligning with the star energy and the Three of Wands energy here? The message is pay attention to opportunities for spontaneity, travel, and playfulness. A bit of lighthearted mischief, so long as it doesn't hurt anyone, can be healthy. Now it makes sense, guys. I feel like here the star and the Three of Wands like explained itself really clearly. So a little bit of it that will not hurt. The boar and the pumpkin is the Emperor and the commitment. So I feel like the confidence is necessary in order to see through, even there's a pause and wait, okay? We have the bear and the cedar, leadership. Emperor also is a leader. You as a King of Pentacles is a good leader. And I feel like now maybe you having too much of creative thinking might be limiting you. And maybe you're not really taking necessary action because of that. That's why I feel like lovers is showing up here as a choice that you need to make. Either you're going to wait for the right time and do the right thing all the time and do everything perfectly, which can take forever and bring the hangman energy, or you're just going to start taking action, not like the King of Wands here, like in a frantic way, but also like with Emperor. Aries also fire, but he is much more stable. In a stable, one step at a time, and what comes around, like in what is the first thing in your checklist, and starting with that. Okay. I see your Deer and the Oath. Let me tell you, when this card shows up for everyone, it shows up for everyone because there's a healing. Number 15 is necessary. There's a healing is required. Okay. Why? Because that's going to recharge your body. It's going to give you nourishment to your soul nourishment. Rest and recharge. Moderation and mindfulness are key as you recover from trauma or a period of exertion. So you're going to have some of that. Maybe even too much of an excitement can be overwhelming too. You need to take those even short breaks. You can. Let's see what is coming from the Witch's Kitchen for you. We have, might be a little spell to improve a part of your life. We have the stress reliever oil. My energy is a force for healing, bringing balance and peace to the world. So it is a good thing to also give yourself that relief and healing when you are feeling stressed, because I see a lot of like moving parts, a lot of exciting and fire energy here happening. Okay. All right, beautiful. That's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, I'm going to add some more videos right here for you to enjoy. I wish you all a magical day. Bye. Hit the subscribe and join the family.